Hello, gamers, and welcome again to the We Cant Respawn podcast. This is episode 27, and it's me, Titan, doing the intro, and I'm joined by Elite.
Hey.
And Birdman.
He's here, don't worry.
I may have to start his heart.
Surprise again.
I ruined it, I'm sorry. I didn't think we were doing surprises.
But don't you like surprises?
Not particularly. Well, really, I guess it depends on the circumstances. Maybe for the Christmas episode, I'll unwrap you out of a box.
Surprise butt sex.
Sounds incredibly kinky.
Oh, man. Episode 27 is off to a weird start, as per usual at this point, it seems. It's been getting weirder and weirder. What are you going to do? You know, We Can't Respawn at it again. It's our special Thanksgiving episode. It's not actually special. It's typical recording day, but just so happens that it is Thanksgiving tomorrow. So that's cool. I'm going to be eating all sorts of food and hopefully not dying. But, you know, it's going to be a rough day.
Lots of food.
Too much. But anyways, I guess we'll jump right into some news topics. The first one, I'm not really sure why this is the first one, but it's actually not the first one. I need to scroll up. I don't know what happened here. This list is fucked. I'm sorry, guys. I know why it's the first one now, because it was supposed to start today. The Rainbow Six Siege open beta got delayed due to matchmaking and connection problems. There's currently no time or day announced as to when it's going to actually be back. So now it's in closed beta.
Is the game not supposed to release in December?
Yes, it is. Which this is not a good sign.
No. Well, I mean, at least
when your
they
beta gets pushed back. It's
at least they didn't just release it and like, oh hey, nobody can play, but here it is.
The weird thing is that it wasn't even delayed because of connection matchmaking problems. It was delayed to change a little bit of the game to fit what players thought, I guess, needed to be changed. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh no, we broke it. That sucks. I wanted to play it today. Not like really, but I did want to have an opinion on it for the podcast. Well, now I have an opinion on it. It's fucked, clearly.
It's like every other game.
Apparently what happened is when they were fixing something else, it broke the connection matchmaking, so what the fuck ever. But as of 6 p.m., the only thing that we know is I think they fixed, well, they think they fixed the problems, and we'll get another update at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
That's interesting.
So
I'm so excited.
Hope you didn't plan on playing it, because it's broken. But anyways, that's unfortunate for them. It really does.
Yeah, Ubisoft is having a rough go as of late. Like ever since like Black Flag, their releases
was Watch Dogs before or after that?
After Black Flag, Watch Dogs was definitely after.
Yeah, it hasn't been good, that's for sure.
Yeah, because Watch Dogs was supposed to be a launch title for the Xbox One, but it got pushed back.
Holy shit, it was. That's right. Damn. Yeah, Ubisoft, whatever the. Is it Ubisoft?
I call it Ubisoft. A lot of people say Ubisoft.
I don't know which
those
one
French
it actually
people.
is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is. So I guess it is Ubisoft, but I say Ubisoft. So
yeah, I don't know. What either way,
matter.
Not good lately. Not good at all. Next up on our list here, Rock Band 4 is getting an update. What was that, next week? No, it's like a week and a half.
The 8th.
Yeah, something like that.
Like a week and a half. Yeah.
It's getting an update that includes. I almost sneezed everywhere. That would have been insane. Would have been terrifying. It includes fixes to the calibration system. I guess some people are having problems getting it to calibrate. I didn't really notice an issue. It feels a little bit off, but we use the instrument to calibrate, so it should be fine. Maybe that's what they're talking about. It feels a tiny bit off, but it should be spot on because we use their calibration system. You know,
right, and sometimes it's just due to low batteries.
Yeah, that could be. That's a thing. Yeah. So that's going to be in there. One thing that I'm like kind of on the fence with is they're adding an auto kick mode for the drums, which is it plays the foot pedal for you. How do you feel about that? Because you're a resident drummer.
I I mean, I kind of like it because there are some songs like on the Nightmarish difficulty that I would like to try to play.
Yeah.
But just by the simple fact that those are recorded in real life with like a double bass.
Yeah.
So you can't really do it like any Five Finger Death Punch song or
Avenged Sevenfold probably as well.
Avenged Sevenfold and
Pretty much
Dragon
any
Force.
heavy metal song, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, for me, I do like it because my feet don't like to work with my hands. Well, actually, that's the only thing they like to do is work with my hands. If they have to do things at different times, it doesn't work out. So I like it in that respect, but I don't like it for if you're trying to actually get better at the foot pedal.
Right.
Like for a party situation, that's great because a lot of people who want to play the drums don't necessarily want to do the foot pedal because it's fucking hard.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's
and
a pain in the
easy is
ass.
too easy, and medium is a good pace for drums because it actually sounds like you might be playing a song.
Mhm.
But the foot pedal can get a little wonky, so I think that's pretty cool. They're adding new items to the Rock Shop in this update. Is it actually called the Rock Shop? Or
I
did I
believe
make
it
that
is.
up?
I believe it is called the
I hope
actual
I didn't
Rock
make
Shop.
that up. Including some Fallout 4 gear, which is cool.
That game's getting crazy publicity.
Oh, yeah, well,
It does kind of deserve it.
it's so good.
Yeah.
Also in it is some things that focus up more on the competitive side of people who like to upload like YouTube videos of them fully completing and gold starring songs.
Like what?
One thing, it's called variable breakneck speed. I think it changes the speed at which the notes come down the thing. Not necessarily the notes, but the speed at which the track moves, I guess. I'm not
Okay.
100% sure.
Yeah, that was like that's like the complaint I have on the guitar on like medium because
Mhm.
I'm not really good with my pinky, so I would like on the lower difficulties for more notes to come quicker on the first four
Right.
up to blue. Like, so I would like that faster and more notes. But when you up the difficulty, it's just like, oh, you got to use your pinky now, and that's
Mhm.
just kind of where I
Yeah, I don't know that
I go.
it's. I'm not sure how it works in that respect. I know it definitely doesn't add more notes, but I think the speed of the track is faster, so there's a little bit more space in between the notes, so you can kind of recognize them better. Maybe I could be completely wrong. I'm just assuming
Right.
based on the name that's what it is.
Does it
Right.
affect the tempo of the song at all?
That's
No.
what
That's the
would,
weird
that would
thing.
be kind of cool. Like, if there was like a versus mode, like how they used to have in Guitar Hero,
Yeah, that shit was fun.
and if like, sort of like something would come down where you're trying to like attack the other player, and so like the tempo would switch up. Like his tempo would be a lot faster, so he has to play the notes quicker or some shit, or just slow down. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm looking it up now to see what it is. Give me a second here. Yeah, they're also adding a full combo recognition thing, which if you've ever looked up YouTube videos, it'll say, like Nightmare FC 100%. That means full combo,
Okay.
and I guess that's how you get gold stars or some shit. They're adding some kind of recognition for that. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but that's also being added in the competitive area. There's also some kind of taunt mode, or not necessarily a mode, but you can taunt people, which is weird. I don't know
Yeah.
that. It also gives you notification when you beat your friend's scores. And they are adding a new game mode that they're staying quiet on, so I'm interested to see what that is. Maybe it's multiplayer, like a versus mode.
That'd be cool. Band
That'd be pretty
versus
cool.
band. But that would also seem like it'd be pretty hard.
Okay, yeah, it allows users to adjust the note scrolling speed for their respective track highway.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, so it's basically what I thought it was. That's interesting. I mean, maybe I'll mess with that. I don't know. Why not?
Yeah.
It'll be in there. Fuck it. So that's pretty cool.
It's free, right?
Oh yeah, it's just an update. It's not like DLC or anything.
Sweet.
As far as updates go, well, this is more towards DLC, but we're talking about Rocket League again, guys. God damn, it's like every week they either announce something or tell us more information about something. The Chaos Run DLC is out next week. We talked about that last episode. Go listen to it if you
Yeah,
want
they
to know
didn't
what it
have a
is.
date for
Yeah,
that or the
it just said
hockey.
December. The hockey mode is coming in December 14th. In December 14th. Weird way to say that. I forgot it had an actual date. And they're also adding winter games item drops is what they're calling it. It's similar to the Halloween thing where as you play, you complete a match and you get a
Snuggie or something.
If I could put a fucking Snuggie on my car, I'm so gonna.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, it
Ugly
would
sweater.
be. Oh, ugly Christmas sweater would be dope.
Would be great.
Ugly Christmas sweater paint job would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Psionics, you should just hire us for ideas. I mean,
I gave y'all the Marvel and DC ideas.
Yep.
If y'all don't take that.
Yep.
Billions
So
out
yeah,
the
the
door.
winter themed item drops. That's all coming in the next 2 weeks. Super looking forward to that because I can't stop playing fucking Rocket League. The only thing that I'm disappointed about in that news is that the hockey mode that's called, I think, Snow Day is going to replace the Mutator mashup playlist for now, which is kind of lame because I like that playlist. So maybe if we all band together, all 6 of us that listen to this, if there is 6, I don't know, band together and tweet them, maybe it'll keep both. I mean, obviously they don't want to segment the community too much with too many game modes, which is it's smart, but I don't think we've gotten enough time with the Mutator mashups, especially considering they didn't add any other variations.
Yeah.
Which I was looking forward to. Little butthurt. But yeah, looking forward to that stuff. Gonna be a good time. It seems like anything Rocket League related is fun as shit, so I'm about it. More DLC news. This is kind of big in a sense that the DLC is bigger than they thought it was going to be. Dying Light, you may remember, it was a couple months ago now that they announced that, right? The following?
Yeah, with the car and everything.
Yeah. If you don't know what the following DLC is for Dying Light, and I'm not meaning like the following as in what I'm about to tell you. That's the name of it.
That's the name.
Yeah. That's a little confusing, but apparently it's an entire new section of the world built for a car, a dune buggy of sorts, and a bunch of other stuff that I don't remember. But the main takeaway is big area, dune buggy, zombies. Sounds gnarly. It's turning out bigger than they had thought. So what they're doing is they're going to raise the price of it. It was initially going to be $15. It's going to go up to $20, which, that's not bad, especially considering it sounds awesome. I don't even think I beat Dying Light yet.
No, I still haven't.
Damn it. All these games I haven't beaten. And it's so hard to jump back into.
I have a reason to,
them.
at least, though.
Yeah, right. Good point. So $20 without the season pass. If you get the season pass right now for $20, it'll be included in that. But you have to get it before December 8th because that's when the season pass is going to go up from $20 to $30 because of how humongous this DLC is. So, I mean, I'm good with the price hike, I feel like...
I mean, if there's enough content to justify it, then by all means.
Right. It's just why it's like we talked about this before. I never complained about the price of premium.
Yeah.
Because they give you enough content to justify it.
That's the key is they have to give you enough. Like, Call of Duty never, in my opinion, doesn't give you enough shit.
What was it? I think maybe 2 or 3 episodes ago we were all debating on whether the Arkham Knight season pass was worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, with all the content that they're giving, though, like the constant skin packs, updates, little DLC missions that might not be enough in itself.
Yeah.
But, like, if you get the season pass, it's worth it. If you're buying each one individually,
right,
I can see where you wouldn't want to. But with the season pass, everything that they've updated with that game, I would call worth it.
Yeah, in terms of money-wise, I would probably at this point, the season pass is worth it. But I think it's misleading, the Arkham Knight one, in that they said story mode DLC when it's basically just like one mission here.
Yeah,
and
it's
there.
like a 5-minute little cutscene.
Yeah,
it's like, well, yeah.
So I don't agree with that part, but in terms of the price and all the skins and all that shit, I could see it. But yeah, I want to get it. I mean, I think you said you have a season pass, right?
For Dying Light? Yeah, I have to check. I'm pretty sure I do.
I mean, even if not, it seems like a
hoping
good idea.
That this DLC will be like almost like Mad Max with zombies, I'm hoping.
Well, something that they said that kind of gives me a good feeling about the amount of content that's going to be in it is they said that instead of releasing it as its own standalone, they were just going to raise the price of the actual DLC. So apparently this shit's big enough that it could have been its own standalone expansion pack.
Damn.
So that sounds pretty awesome. I should probably beat fucking Dying Light to begin with.
Yeah.
But we should maybe co-op that at some point. Fuck. That's one of the reasons I wanted to. We kind of all got it is so we could co-op it, but that never happened for who the fuck knows why. But anyways, Dying Light, the following DLC. Keep an eye out for news on that. Obviously, we'll update you as we hear stuff, because that's what we do here. Okay, so on to some Battlefront stuffs. Now there's a dude whose name is Martin Bergman. I hope I'm saying that right. Maybe Bergman or something weird. But he also goes by Toddy FTW. You might know him from work he did on a GTA 5 mod that made the shit look about as real as it could possibly be. Well, he's undertaking a project for Battlefront called the Toddy Hanser mod, just like it's called for GTA. Holy shit. Did you see the fucking screenshots?
I saw one of them where it was a stormtrooper like dead in front of him. It looked like that could have been someone laying down. Like I thought that was legit.
It looks super realistic. Like I'm looking at him like this. They took these pictures outside in like a desert.
Yeah,
that's crazy. He said, once it's ready for release or whatever, the game's obviously going to take a big frame rate hit, like 30 to 40 frames per second drop. But damn, it looks good. Like that shit. They call it photorealistic, and it's that 100% describes it. It's so good looking.
Yeah, I think it's just how would everybody download it and whether or not that would affect the servers. I have no idea how any of that shit works.
I don't know how mods work for a game that doesn't necessarily support them. But yeah, it's shit, man. Look it up, Google it. Look for his work on the GTA 5. Check out the video. Shit's nuts. I want to see some gameplay in that format. Hopefully he finishes the mod and gets it stable enough that some people can play with it, so I can see what the hell it looks like. It looks like it's gonna be pretty. Apparently, obviously, you have to have a super high-end PC to even run this shit.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
My fucking PC will probably catch on fire. But yeah. Do one of you guys want to talk about the Battlefront DLC that's coming next week?
Well, they announced it like a while ago, but anyone who pre-ordered the game, I believe before December, would get sort of like a prequel that leads up like into the new movie The Force Awakens, called The Battle of Jakku, which is where the main character in this new movie is from. So we're pretty much going to find out what's happened to the Empire after Return of the Jedi.
Oh, okay. I thought it was basically for everybody. That's the...
Well, we just get it early.
It's going to be free for everybody, though. That's the cool part.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's pretty nice.
We just get it early, I believe.
Yeah,
I heard they're coming out with a new game type, too. But I haven't read any details on it yet.
No, I haven't heard anything. I just, with the season pass, they promised 4 game modes,
16
4
maps,
heroes.
right?
Yeah, 16 new maps. So
I read that they are
weapons.
also planning on releasing more free content in the future. It's a weird thing to hear that from anything that EA has their hands on. Things like Need for Speed lately. There's going to be no paid DLC for that. They're going to release more free stuff for Star Wars. Maybe they're finally trying to fix their reputation as being a fucking shit show.
Probably just like Disney forcing them to do it.
I'm guessing
Disney
it's
is
all movie tie-in stuff.
Yeah, it could be. But, I mean, shit, Need for Speed, they got no reason to...
Disney's like the most powerful corporation the planet has ever seen now. Like, it's ridiculous.
I want those badass new Stormtrooper uniforms from The Force Awakens.
Oh, yeah, those look fucking dope. Look a lot more clean.
Yeah, very sleek.
Maybe one of the heroes that they'll add is like some of the new characters.
That'd be cool.
Like you get to play as Kylo Ren, Finn, Rey.
I mean, I wouldn't get too hopeful
BB-8.
for that, considering they've already said that there are sequels coming, so they might save some of that shit for... See, but who knows? I have no idea. Yeah. It could happen.
Yeah,
I mean, DICE games usually have a year or two lifespan.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean,
Disney is doing what, like a Star Wars movie every year for the foreseeable future. So.
You get the main one year, and then you get the spin-offs that aren't necessarily tied to the main, but that's just stories in the Star Wars universe that haven't been told before.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty cool. Hopefully, they continue to support the game like they're saying they are. I gotta get it at some point, but financial struggles, son.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to talk about in terms of DLC and all this kind of stuff, add-ons. GTA Online sneak attacked us with an adversarial mode called Running Back. It involves 2 teams of 4, potentially. And you're in cars and on a bridge, and one of the cars is basically the guy who has the ball, and you have to try and drive across the line on the other side. Now, when I first read about this, I was super excited. I like anything sports related that you can throw into a game that isn't necessarily sports related. That being said, first of all, we tried really hard to play it last night and barely got to play it. Birdman didn't even get to play a fucking game with us because GTA is a giant shit show that we can't play together. We can play everything else. You know, we played Halo fine the other day. I don't know what the fuck else we played recently, but we don't have issues for the most part with anything else.
No,
just fucking GTA.
Yeah.
But Titan and I got into a match. It was 2-on-2, and it was the dumbest fucking thing I've ever played in my entire life.
So
Okay.
exciting.
It
Just
should-
balls to the wall adrenaline.
It should not start with any less than 3 people per team, and even that, it probably shouldn't start unless it's 4v4 because it's clearly built for that. If maybe accidentally built for that. I don't know that they purposely built it that way. It was probably just oops. Turns out we need all 4. Because 2-on-2 there was no point to it. You just drive past the other team. There's too much room. And now even if it's 4v4. Apparently, the defending team has to defend for 2 fucking minutes. It's not a very long bridge. You can get into one crash, and you can back up, go around, and score every time. I guarantee it. I can't think of a situation where you could stop the team unless you create like a wall across the fucking bridge.
Yeah, they would have to either that or they would have to introduce like some way to shoot rockets or use weapons or some shit.
Or you have to push them off the bridge. I don't know if you can manage that, but that would have to happen. This seems like a half-assed attempt to get in on something like Rocket League, you know, that popularity with cars and sports.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
I don't recommend it at all. If you could even fucking play GTA, I don't know. We can't. We can play in a private server, that's it.
Yeah.
We can't play shit in public lobbies. So if you can play GTA, don't play that fucking mode. I don't like to shit on things GTA related, but the game's pissing me the fuck off lately with not being able to play. So hey, running back mode, you can suck it. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's
Fix your shit, Rockstar.
Yeah, I'm telling you, stop blaming it on us. It's not our fault. Our nat types are all open. What the fuck could be the problem? Nothing. It's your fault, dicks. Anyway, the next topic is kind of a funny one that I found funny. A funny one that I found funny. Imagine that. That was poorly worded. Disregard that. Mark Cuban supports esports, and that's interesting to me. First of all, he said Colin Cowherd is an idiot, and we can all agree on that.
Yeah, I think we all agree on that.
100%. I'm with that. Thanks, Mark Cuban.
Butthurt idiot.
I don't agree that he said League of Legends is a real sport because it's not. It's a video game.
It's an e-sport.
It's an esport. Yes, that's different. We've had this discussion.
Yeah.
And we're not going to talk about it again. But one thing that I found interesting is that Mark Cuban supports esports, which leads me to believe that he sees that there's a shit ton of money in esports because the dude has a shit ton of money. So he knows, obviously.
Well, there was an NBA team that bought a League of Legends team.
That's fucking awesome.
I believe it was I want to say either the Minnesota Timberwolves or the Memphis Grizzlies. I think it was the Timberwolves.
I was going to say Memphis Grizzlies. As weird as that sounds.
That bought a League of Legends
That's
team.
awesome. It's cool to me to see that somebody of that stature sees the potential in esports because, you know, I like gaming and I want it to succeed and things like that. But damn, that's crazy. He's a billionaire, am I right?
Oh yeah, Mark Cuban.
He's on like Shark Tank and shit.
Yeah, he owns the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, so he's balling and he sees the potential of esports, which I think is pretty cool. And he also hates Colin Cowherd, so hey, I would totally high five the dude.
Yeah, seriously.
He's our new hero, apparently.
Yeah, Mark Cuban, yay! Yeah, that was cool news. Anytime somebody can shit on Colin Cowherd, I'm about it. Oh yeah, go Mark Cuban, go esports. All that stuff. All right. Does anybody else have any news before we jump into our main topic of the day?
No. Just a heads up, like, future episodes, we're probably going to be talking a lot about chivalry, medieval warfare.
Christ, yeah. This is a game that I just discovered about 45 minutes ago, and it looks like some of the most unintentionally hilarious fun I've ever seen in my goddamn life. It's been out since 2012 on Steam, but it's coming to Xbox One in a week.
Yeah, the first.
The first. Holy shit.
So I believe Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. We're going to put out some videos.
Yeah, we got that, and then also
Just
Just
Cause
Cause
3,
3, which we'll probably cover that week as well.
Yeah, we will definitely.
But I can't think of anything news-wise. There was something I wanted to cover, but as soon as the wings got in me, it...
Yeah, I read an article while we were out eating, and I don't remember what the fuck it was.
Yeah, way to be prepared, guys, right?
Yeah, well, we are. Yeah, we're prepared for the most part. Shut up.
Like always.
Yeah, anyways, so that knocks out our news. So since, what was it, a couple days ago, the Xbox One turned 2 years old. I figured we'd have that as our main topic at the Xbox One in general. First of all, it's the only console I have right now. I do want to get a PS4. I'm not a fucking hater. I just can't afford it. So I figure we'll talk about that, do kind of a top 5 likes and dislikes thing. And we'll talk some more stuff about it and just whatever kind of comes to mind at that point. I guess I'll start with my my likes and dislikes just because I have them written down.
Yeah, collectively, like, this is like, I guess, a collective thing.
Well, I just wrote mine down so I know what I was doing. Obviously, once it gets to you guys, if you have something different, you can throw it out there.
Right.
So I'll do my likes first just because I want to, because fuck it. The one thing I like about it is the fact that it is an all-in-one entertainment system as it was advertised. I have my TV running through it. It works flawlessly for the most part. My cable box is kind of taking a shit though, so hey Comcast, maybe let's get it together a little bit. But yeah, I do like that, it's really is that all-in-one thing that they said. It's got your Netflix Blu-ray player. You can put your cable through it. I mean, if you have a Google Chrome, you could put that in the cable HDMI thing and do it that way. It's got lots of possibilities as far as that goes, so that's one pretty dope thing. Another thing that kind of goes hand in hand with that is the voice commands. For the most part, I love them. I can yell at my Xbox from across the room, and it does. It's probably doing shit right now because I keep saying Xbox. I hadn't taken that into account. So hopefully, I'm not accidentally buying like Black Ops 3, because that would suck.
That would be great.
I'd have to throw it out the window at that point. But yeah, I'm able to change channels, turn it on and off. It works pretty good. Although I do hate it when you don't say things and it thinks you said things and it's doing a bunch of shit that it's not supposed to. It's the only thing I don't like about the voice commands. But number 3 on my list here is I like the I'll call them social features, but it's basically the activity feed on the homepage. It shows when your friends unlock achievements. It shows videos that they've captured and shit like that.
When they manually record clips, because
before
they used to just show every auto-recorded clip.
Mad moment.
Yeah.
Birdman had so many mad moments.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it.
Memories.
So yeah, I dig that because I get to go through and check out everybody's videos of the ridiculous shit that go on. Number 4, these aren't in any order, by the way. They're just kind of the order I thought of them.
Right.
Number 4 is the fact that they are releasing updates fairly consistently and, supporting the dashboard and kind of listening to the community through the feedback program and all that stuff.
Right.
And number 5, probably one of my favorite things, and it's not necessarily just an Xbox One thing, it's kind of this generation of consoles, is the game recording feature. You can record clips and all that stuff. That kind of also goes hand in hand with being able to stream straight from the Xbox, and all that shit is awesome because it kind of opened up YouTube for us for a while. And streaming and all that stuff. I was able to stream iDarb and UFC and all that shit, and people watched a little bit. It wasn't anything great, but it did well. It worked pretty well. All that stuff is cool as shit. The game recording, Xbox Record, that is one of the greatest things I've ever seen, because you don't necessarily have to be recording to capture the crazy ridiculous shit that happens.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a good thing. Now, It's not perfect, the console, by any means. It's got its fair share of issues. Number one on my list, and it would be my most disliked thing, is the fact that this goddamn thing is still laggy as tits. You know, the controls are unresponsive on the dashboard. Getting to things is slower than it should be. Getting to that little menu on the left side now with the new Xbox One update, the friends list and all that stuff, it's all slow, you know. I don't know why it's still not optimized. I think that instead of releasing this dashboard now, they should have waited until it was faster and ready to go. They claimed a 50% speed increase. I don't see it. It feels the same to me. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I don't feel much of a difference.
Yeah. So hopefully I would imagine that's something that they're working on, because I would also imagine that a lot of people feel the same. So hopefully they get that sorted.
I mean, they did clean up a little bit of that menu, like to where before you would have to press 30 buttons just to invite someone to a party.
Yeah.
Now you just go over and you literally hit the X button and it invites them to the party.
Yeah,
so
it's less steps, but
little
it's still
things
slow.
were. Yeah, it's still slow, but they took away some of the steps that annoyed me.
Yeah, that could be added to the good things. Is that they streamlined some of the things, but also it's still slow.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a good thing, bad thing. Number two is the party system can get wonky at times. They've done a better job recently of getting it to work, because I guess they added dedicated servers for the party system. But even still, sometimes you'll hop into a party and people can't hear you, or you can't hear them, and you have to do a bunch of fucking shenanigans. So that kind of sucks. Number three here, game streaming to PC. Good idea. I love the idea. I use it. That's how I record Xbox gameplay. But it doesn't work the way I had hoped. I have issues with controllers sometimes. And I'm using an Xbox One controller plugged into my PC. So sometimes I'll have an issue where a controller isn't recognized and I can't move around in games. I can navigate the dashboard, but I can't move in the game, and it's fucking accurate. Sometimes I have to use a controller that's not plugged into my PC, and it's weird. And also, when I have it on the very high setting for streaming, which my fucking internet can handle, I know this, trust me. I have ridiculous speeds. It should be fine, but it doesn't look like it's very high. It looks like it's on high, like 720p-ish. And I was under the impression that the very high setting was 1080 and 60 frames. I don't know what goes on with that. It's crazy shit. Number 4, spam messages. Can we stop this anyway?
My God.
Listen, I don't need 48-hour free codes. I don't need an Apple iWatch. Like, what the fuck?
Like, I didn't think it could get worse than getting 10 prestige boosting lobby messages every time you play Call of Duty.
Yeah, at least that was real people.
Literally worse.
At least that was a 10-year-old that just wanted 1,600 Microsoft points to get you to 10 prestige.
Yeah.
Now it's some fucking text message of 48hourcodes.com. Like, I'm not going there under any circumstances. Like, I keep banning these people.
I've never gotten one of those, so I don't.
Really?
Never.
I get them all the time. I know Birdman does
Not
too.
since 360 days.
What?
Those fucking spam messages.
Oh yeah, the messages for like iPads or
no,
the 48-hour codes.
One got sent to me.
I want your security.
I think
man.
I still have it. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah. I still have mine.
It's fucking infuriating. Like, what are these messages? Like, how do people do this? I don't. Just stop it.
And they'll add you too.
This one right here. Holy shit, it worked. 48hourcodes.com. No, I bet it didn't. Okay. This is my favorite one from Uniform Mink 6834. I hear you are poor. This will save you money. 48hourcodes.com.
Well,
I was like, hey, how'd you know me?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, it's a little rough. Thanks, guys. Trigger warning. But
I don't know if my settings are different, but I never get those. I don't know.
Maybe you have like only friends can send you messages or some shit.
Yeah, like a spam.
Yeah, you
filter.
probably do, because I know I don't have it.
I don't have that on. If that's a thing, I don't have it on, and I'm not gonna turn it on because I like people hate on me and Madden or some shit.
Exactly. That's like my favorite thing.
No, but those spam come on, you got to do something about that. There has to be. Can I just filter 48hourcodes.com so that doesn't appear?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Filter 48 and that's it.
My final thing, a little nitpicky, is just the fact that their resolution isn't up to snuff with the PS4. It's nothing big. It's a little aggravating, but it's whatever. I think the Rainbow Six Siege beta was going to be 1080 on PS4 at 900p on the Xbox One. Can we just get it up to 1080? I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't get why. I don't get why that's a thing.
Yeah, I don't either. So who wants to go next and talk some Xbox stuff? If you have different things, obviously.
A little different.
I have one from the beginning of Xbox One. Battlefield 4, for whatever reason, didn't think it needed a squad system because Xbox was trying to sell the party system as a fucking end-all be-all. Just join the party and then join the game. Like
Really?
you didn't, as if you didn't need an in-game party system.
I didn't
So
know
when
that was a
Battlefield
thing.
4 first launched, there was no way to join a squad. You had to just kind of go into the server browser and look for your friends.
Really?
I do remember that. Yeah.
That's asinine. That's fucked.
They fixed that now, but
Sort of.
Really?
Well, in Hardline, you have to join the fire team or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
server browse.
Right.
Like, you literally just go quick match that way, and you could be put into a stupid custom lobby that doesn't allow you to use guns or explosives and just trolls you with a helicopter.
I don't know who's more to blame for that, Xbox or the developers.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where that comes from. It's
it's-
such a weird thing to happen.
But I saw a lot of apologists at the very beginning saying, "Oh no, with the Xbox party system, we don't need squads and you
That
don't
doesn't
need
even
that
make
shit
fucking
anymore."
sense to me.
Yeah.
No.
Are these the same people that backed the Netflix and Xbox video watching party system removal? Because we've all
Probably.
talked about multiple times how much we love that. That made everything a lot
true.
easier. I like the voice commands, but I wish I didn't have to have my Kinect plugged in to change TV channels. I don't see why that's a thing.
What do you mean change TV channels? Like using the one guide on the console?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't even use that.
Well, I mean, I would if I could.
I don't know if it changed recently, but when it with the last dashboard, that fucking one guide was so goddamn laggy. I could change the channel 4 times before the fucking thing came up.
Yeah, I see what you mean. But if I have the, because I don't even run the TV thing through my Xbox anymore. Because every time I'll use it, I'll get like 4 or 5 notifications saying Connect not plugged in, can't change channel. Like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember you telling me that.
I just don't know. I'm not really sure why I need the voice commands to change the channels, but
that's weird.
that was really something I didn't like. I do like the streaming. I don't use it as often as you because the way I have my TV and computer set up.
Yeah.
But I do like it. Spam messages, obviously.
Yeah, I just wish the streaming would be in 1080 like it's fucking supposed to.
Right.
It's clearly you can see it in the Madden videos when we play. It's just the resolution's not high enough.
Yeah,
But other
I'm
than
not
that,
really
it's smooth as fuck. I mean, I'm not hating there. It's smooth.
You get the 60, which I'm mad that more like a lot of the Xbox games have been 60 frames, but I'm just wondering why they would build a next gen machine that can't consistently get
1080.
60.
I don't know either. It's fucking weird, right? It's bizarre.
Yeah, I do like the support with the whole. I'm glad I became a preview member because I do like some of their features.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't like that they changed the game DVR thing.
Right, I haven't gotten to look at that yet because I did like the upload app where you could go and browse clips and shit.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna get to. Like, you could go browse the community apps a lot easier. You could browse your friends' clips a lot easier. So I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Now you almost have to go to the website, like Xbox.com or whatever.
I either have to go to the
look for your
website
friends' clips.
or to someone else's profile and just where it like captures and just keep hitting the RB button and go through the clips.
Yeah.
I do love the all-in-one entertainment system.
Mhm.
I used to snap TV or Netflix and play a game a lot. I don't really do that anymore.
That shit's cool.
If I could just add one thing, it's not really a negative on it, but I would love to have 2 different games like queued up, you know what I mean? Like say I start up Madden and I play a game, I get bored, I go back to the main menu and say like how you would go to Netflix and if you would go back to Madden it would be ready to go. I wish you could do that between 2 games.
I feel I mean, right, let's say you're playing Madden by yourself. Your friends hop on, you play a couple matches of Battlefront, you want to jump back into Madden, you have to go through the whole fucking loading screen again.
Right,
and with Madden it's obnoxious.
Right, I get where like it would be a computing issue, like
Right,
you would have a lot of your
it could be
CPU but I just wish that was a thing.
Yeah, I could see that.
I do like the new activity feed. I do like it. that they got rid of.
I know the one thing you miss is the like the last 30 days achievements list.
Yeah, I do miss that.
That was pretty
I don't
cool. I don't
know-
know why they took it out.
I don't either. But when they took it out, like I noticed it right around the time that I got the Master Chief Collection,
They had achievements.
and I
RS.
blew through all of those games, and I was like, man, I want to see how much achievements I got
Yeah.
compared to everybody else. I like that.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
I do like the game hub. I love that little menu.
Well, I haven't gone to that for any games yet. I
It's-
forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, it like shows how you rank among your friends in each
I'm gonna have to check
game,
that
like
out.
times played, like for Battlefront kills and all that stuff. I like that.
Yeah.
I like the way they did that.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I like the way the store is now. It's a little easier to navigate
Yeah,
than
it's a bit more
before.
organized. It was weird before.
If you do have your TV plugged in, they will show you like a trending thing and like what's like.
Yeah, what people are watching or what's currently on that's popular.
I like that. I can't really think of too many other things I don't like. I mean,
Yeah.
it is slow. We got through most of the stuff
There
that
wasn't
we
a
do
lot
agree
in terms
on.
of the actual console itself that I didn't like, but that slowness is like level 1 for me.
And sometimes like the party system, it doesn't tell you when you're not heard
Mhm.
or if someone would even leave the party or something like that. Because I
Yeah.
mean, not that I don't like it, but sometimes like a couple of my friends will just hop in my party. I'll hear them talk and I'm like, oh, I wish I would have gotten a notification. Or sometimes it won't tell me
Yeah.
when people are online, and sometimes it will. Like a lot of the times, I just have to rely on the fact that we are always talking.
Mhm.
So if
Yeah,
there's
sometimes
like
it'll
silence,
mute somebody and you won't even know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. So if there's like silence, I was like, oh, I was either muted or it kicked me from the party without telling me.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Or sometimes it won't pick up my Connect, but it won't tell me that it stopped picking it up. So
Mhm. I'll
I'm
get a
talking to
notif-
myself, basically.
I'll, like when I go into the party menu to join the party, it'll tell me that a microphone isn't detected for one of these people, and it has like me highlighted. And I'm like, but it's plugged in right here. I can
It
see
does that a lot to me. Yeah, it'll have
Yeah.
that little grayed out part, and then I'll still see that green indicator around me,
Yeah,
indicating that my mic is
it's
picked
blinking. Yeah, what the
yeah.
fuck?
It's weird.
All right, Titan, what do you got?
Well, another one good thing that I thought of is the free games with gold,
Ooh, yeah, that's a
Um,
good call.
and they're starting to add a lot more deals too, like making
Speaking
games cheaper
of
and stuff.
games
Yeah.
with fucking gold, did you see what the beginning of this month is?
No.
It's some.
No,
Hold on, I'll pull it up. Continue.
It's not like the Shovel Knight thing, is it? Because I saw like some game that looked like Shovel Knight. Anyway,
might be.
I do like that the deals with gold, but in the beginning of the Xbox, it was terrible, and we've already
Right.
talked about it. How it was
Yeah.
just like the pool games and all that shit.
Fucking
yeah,
they-
pool
which I mean
effects
sometimes
game,
it still is, but I mean,
Sure,
it's
they're
getting
adding
better.
actual games
that
now.
pool FX game
Yeah.
was in there,
And then
for
the
like
fact that
3 months.
every title that comes on 360 is also on the one. So all I would like once or twice a month, I'll go on the actual
Okay,
website,
so
see what 360 games are available, download them, and then I could download those on my Xbox One. I like that.
okay, during the entire month of December, one of the free games for Xbox One is The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing. Never heard of it.
Oh my god.
I mean,
I've never heard of
alright.
it either.
Thief will be available as a free download from December 16th to January 15th. That's the other Xbox One game.
Right, I'm pretty sure
Um,
that Evil Within was one, because it came up for me as being
The Walking-
downloadable.
The
For
Walking Dead.
360, since we can play these now, one is Castle Storm, which fucking arcade game, and then the other one is Sacred 3. What?
I have no clue, but I know what recently was the entire first season of The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I didn't download it. I fucked up. Did you download it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, good. That means I can probably download it then.
Yeah. Yeah.
the-
And they do
and
discounts too, though. It's not
Operation
just-
Flashpoint Dragon Rising is free for Xbox 360 as an extra gift.
I
for
heard
the
that was
holidays,
like a
16 to 31.
That was just like a Battlefield game that kind of
It looks like it.
tried to be a little more realistic,
Ugh.
and the Xbox is picking up our voice.
God, Jesus. Stop listening. This
But,
is what I mean.
Right, yeah. But
It knows you're talking about it.
I hear you over there. Talking shit.
Yeah, I'm liking the way that the deals are going, and I'm
Yeah.
assuming they're going to go crazy for their Black Friday.
There's a lot of deals for Black Friday. I saw the list. I don't remember what's on it though. You can just Google Xbox Gold.
Oh, as a
Black
matter of fact,
Friday.
another game, the first Tomb Raider was.
Oh yeah, you have that
game for
download, so I can
gold.
play
Right,
that
yeah.
also. I need to get on that.
I'm hearing
new
the-
one looks
I'm hearing
crazy
it's pretty good. I'm hearing it's not bad.
It looks like visually, holy fucking shit. It's probably like 720p on Xbox One, but yeah. Titan. Yeah, you can continue now. Sorry, I interrupted. Something you were saying about
Well, that was pretty much it. We covered all the major complaints. So
yeah.
What should they add?
What should they add to the Xbox One?
Yeah. What should be added other than the obvious video sharing feature
Yeah,
that we talk about?
That's a good question. I hadn't thought about it.
In similar to your thing about the being able to run 2 games at once, I would like to be able to have like music on YouTube running without having to snap it.
Matter of fact, yeah. In terms of that background music, like you could do on the 360,
Yeah.
it's a thing that they're gonna add.
The Groove Music app is what I think
It's
Xbox
probably
literally calls it now.
Yeah, it's Groove Music. It's stupid. It's like a Windows thing. They call it that on here too. It's fucking gay. But yeah, it's on their list because people have wanted that. Because you remember how on 360 you could have background music that would like replace the in-game music that would play.
Yeah.
And that's something that they want to add because right now you can do it with Pandora, but you have to have it snapped, and that's fucking annoying because the Pandora snap thing does not work properly at all. It's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Because I'll have YouTube open and I'll be listening to a podcast or
but you have to have
music,
the
and while I'm
video
playing
sitting there.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
But I'd like to be able to just keep it running in the background somehow.
Right. Yeah. That'd be great.
I remember for San Andreas, like it had a radio station that implemented the music you had on your hard drive.
Shit's awesome. So yeah, if I could, that's off the top of my head. That's one thing I would add. What about you? Do you have something in mind?
Man, I asked the question and I can't think of anything. Like because the video thing was something that I wanted.
What do you mean in terms of video sharing?
Say like, we want to watch all the Star Wars movies. But
Okay.
if we were all doing that over Xbox Live, we would all have to buy it.
Yeah.
So
I get
like
you.
if you're adding someone to like the little family thing you had, you guys should be able to sync up in the way that they used to do the whole Netflix thing.
Dude, that Netflix party system, bring that back. How
That's
about
what
that?
that's what I'm talking about. That's would be my main feature.
Be awesome.
Man, if I could think of anything else. Ugh.
Yeah, it's tough, right?
It is.
I mean, if I had more time to think about it, I'm sure I could come up with some stuff. But on the spot, it's a tough one. So I'd go with background music probably, because background like apps in general, some things that you can like something you can listen to podcasts on, a music app, or even being able to run YouTube in the background with just audio.
Yeah, YouTube needs to do that in general.
Well, I think it's something they just added to the mobile app.
Yeah.
You can have it play in the background now. But I'm not 100% sure how it works. I just remember seeing it in the change notes. But yeah, that's a tough question. If anybody listens and you guys can think of anything, just tweet us or message us on the Facebook page or some shenanigans.
Yeah, I mean, if the Skype app can handle that in the background, then some of the music apps should be able to.
Yeah, I mean...
I also do have a problem with that Skype app, like, because... For me, I can't have the Skype app on my computer and Xbox at the same time. So I'll sign out of it on the computer, and when I go to sign of it on the Xbox, the notification that I'm being called won't come up.
Yeah.
So I'll literally have to go into the app, wait for like the call, and then do it, and then it gets fine. But it also doesn't tell me like if I get disconnected from the call if I'm not directly in the app.
Yeah, I noticed that because you'll disappear.
Yeah.
And then I'll message you like, "Where'd you go?" And you'd be like, "What?"
Yeah, and then I'll go in. It's like, oh, now it hangs up the call. Like,
Yeah.
So that needs some work.
Yeah, it's a little wonky, but it works pretty well.
Oh yeah. Other than that,
yeah.
Likes to. Why are you being quiet? Are you mad at me? Like no, like I could.
Yeah. So those are the things that we like and dislike. So since it is Thanksgiving, I'm gonna sneak attack you guys with a question, just like you did to us, jerk.
Okay.
So since it's Thanksgiving, what game are you guys thankful for in your gaming career?
Right now or all time?
Just in general. It could be one, it could be two.
Wow.
That's a tough question.
I
Right?
am gonna have to say, I'm gonna pick two.
Okay.
One is Grand Theft Auto 4 because I think that is kind of what brought us together. Like we were obviously together in Call of Duty and all that stuff, but once GTA 4 multiplayer hit us,
dude,
we kind of took our shit to the next level.
Yeah, that's kind of when we all really started playing games together.
And then I think the other game I would be thankful for is I want to say Elder Scrolls, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick Mass Effect.
Mm.
I've never been so invested in a story in my life.
Yeah.
Um,
That story
and
was
they did such a great job of telling, maybe not a completely original story, but these guys went so in depth in what they created. And I talked about this before when the Nubergoobers were on, but they created original races. They had these detailed backgrounds for every race. They had a detailed history for everything that happened in the universe.
Yep.
It wasn't just like, none of that stuff was just placeholder. Like, it
Right.
actually all meant something.
Yeah, every
Maybe the
planet.
ending wasn't really handled right at first.
Yeah.
But they did rectify it. But
Right.
there's just something about you're Shepard, you get your own Normandy, you don't have to actually have any of those characters with you, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think there was actually like an option you could have never met Garrus.
That's crazy.
So it's just about your relationships with all these characters going through. And I love that game.
Yeah, it's an
crazy.
outstanding game. Honestly, it definitely is one of the most like invested I've been in a game in general. Like, that whole story was just fucking crazy good, and like you said, with the amount of information in that game is fucking insane.
And they also completely revolutionized conversations in games.
Yeah, with the conversation tree and
Yep.
the outcomes and all that
You
stuff.
can't say that games don't steal from that now.
Yeah.
Hell, Fallout's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
They took voice acting to a whole new level, I would say.
I agree. Titan, what do you have anything yet, or should I go?
Jesus. For some reason, I want to say Left 4 Dead.
Mm-hmm.
And Minecraft.
Yeah. It's good.
Minecraft is just like, it's a bottomless pit of just do whatever you want, which is like it's like exploration and creativity and build whatever you want.
It's also one of those games you don't have to be in the mood for. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
it's just like, oh, all right, I'll play Minecraft.
If I get pissed off and I get angry and I don't want to play video games, I can play Minecraft.
Right. It's weird because I was also gonna say Minecraft is one of mine. Mostly because it's kind of a world you can get lost in for a couple hours if you need to take your mind off shit. You can just aimlessly dig a fucking hole and you'll be entertained for a little while. Yeah,
It's like therapy almost.
Yeah, it really is. It's weird.
Yeah, I hadn't even really thought of Left 4 Dead, but those are some good times playing Left 4 Dead.
Like,
It's
so
got
many great memories.
It's got a really good, like, one of the best multiplayer games ever.
Yeah, I think
just
good.
Just like in Left 4 Dead, like we used to troll people. We used to light them on fire with Molotovs, or all commit suicide at the beginning.
And even the stupid computer would light you on fire. Like, it's just one of those games where it's always entertaining.
Right. If you're fucking around, it's entertaining, and if you're playing it really serious and playing it on expert and stuff, it's still
tense.
really fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I would have said GTA 5, but lately it just hasn't worked for us.
And I don't think it had
it's
the
like
same...
an abusive girlfriend. Like,
it's worse.
You just gotta go back.
I don't think that 5 had the effect on us that 4 did.
Yeah.
In terms of our friendship and just the crazy shit that we used to do in GTA 4. Like, shit that was completely out of the realm of what most people would think. Like, jumping off of a skyscraper onto helicopter blades, because why not?
Yeah.
Or jumping off that one building, the tallest building you could skydive off of, and trying to land on a car down in the street.
Which coincidentally, we have never done in GTA.
Right.
We've
in
never
GTA
done
5.
we haven't done those two things yet.
Well, I think part of the reason is because...
We can't play.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could
you're not
do
wrong.
those things. I didn't want to cut you off, but 4.5 hours on the swing set.
Yeah, it's just little shit like that, and we had the most hilarious times. And I think part of the reason in 5 we haven't done it is because it was so much easier in 4 because you could just teleport to the top of that one building to skydive.
That's right, yeah.
And then with this, you'd have to have like a helicopter, and But yeah, GTA 4 was. I didn't even think of that. I was gonna say Minecraft for sure because of the reason I specified, and that Titan said it's basically fucking therapy in a video game form. And also, it kind of unlocks your creativity in a way that most games can't because it's such a free open world. Building things and just all that stuff. Just building shit you didn't think you'd build. I built a fucking castle. I didn't think when I first started playing, I built a shack out of dirt. So it's kind of cool the way it does that. And the other one, I was gonna say, the original Gears of War. because it got me into online gaming. And I feel like without online gaming, I probably wouldn't be this invested into video games as a whole. It might not be that way now in terms of competitive games, whether it be Halo, Gears of War, COD. I don't play that many competitively anymore. But that's mostly because the communities are like fucking AIDS. But I think if I didn't have that period of time where we all played on Xbox, night after night, I don't think that I'd be this invested now because, single player games are great, but it's the times with your friends that kind of really keep you playing, for like 6 hours on end. So I think Gears of War would probably be up there on my little list.
Yeah. I did actually play the first Gears when it came out, because my roommate was super into it. I do remember, like beating it. The only thing I can really remember is being on a train and fighting a large
General Rom.
Yeah, that's really the only thing I can remember about that game.
One of the dudes might have been one of the developers, but his gamer tag was Rom and Noodles. Funny as shit. But yeah,
that is pretty funny.
I mean, it was I got my 360 with Gears of War, and it was one of the first games that I played online. I got screamed at by an Asian dude the first time I played.
Was that a launch title?
I think so. If not, then I must have gotten it after launch, and
Had to be
that's what
real
it came
close
with.
if it
But
wasn't.
yeah, man, the first time I played with people online, I was like, dude, this is crazy. And then, eventually I got good at Gears, and then that kind of opened up the whole fucking Call of Duty. We used to rack in Call of Duty and Halo and all this stuff. And now here we are having a podcast about video games because we love that shit. So yeah, I mean, I think that just about wraps up trusty episode 27 here, our Thanksgiving not so special episode. Unless you guys got some other shit.
No, just that there's a rumor that the original Xbox games might also become backwards compatible, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, why not, right? Titan, you got anything else?
No, not really.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up 27. Check us out on YouTube. We Can't Respawn, obviously, is the name for all of our social media pages, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We don't have an Instagram because I don't think we need one. If I ever feel the need to make one, like we all of a sudden discover a cache of game pictures that are hilarious, I guess I'll make one. But as of right now, we don't have one of those.
iTunes.
Yeah, we are on iTunes. I always forget that because I don't use iTunes. Right. But hey, if you happen to use the poison that is iTunes, you should for sure subscribe to our podcast because it can't hurt, right? We drop these every week, mostly. If not, obviously you'll get a notification on our Facebook and or Twitter. We have some videos on our YouTube. Hey, YouTube's kind of a big part of what we do around here, so you should go subscribe. We got some Rocket League videos, Madden, GTA, Splinter Cell. We're probably going to have some Chivalry videos as soon as that comes out. Because it looks fucking hilarious. Some Halo soon. I have to edit those. Rocket League is still coming. So if you could share our Facebook page, follow our Twitter, do all that stuff, that'd be great. That does it, man. We Can't Respawn. We're out.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Peace.